What's up, YouTube? Leo here for another video. Today we're going to be reacting to all of Messi's goals for the 2025 season of MLS. Like you know, Lionel Messi, wins the Golden Boot for MLS. That means most goals scored for the season, not only in regular season, but also including playoffs. So that's pretty impressive. But what's more impressive is something that I want to show you right here. Top players in 2025 when it comes to goals contribution. Messi is the first. Now, granted, he plays in MLS. It's a lot less competitive. It's a lot less intense. But it doesn't take away the fact that you're talking about a player that's 38 years old, ready to retire. A lot of players, a lot of great players at this age were already retired. And not only that, a lot of players, great players, some of the best. Gareth Bale, Wayne Rooney, David Villa, Titi Henry, David Beckham, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. They all went to the MLS. And although they did great things, and a lot of them won the MLS title or the U.S. Open, you know, they weren't putting up the maximum goal scoring or goal contribution numbers in all of football, and competing with names like Kylian Mbappe, Harry Kane, Erling Haaland. Dude, that's ridiculous. And the fact that he's putting up these numbers, 71 to 72, I think there it's like a confusion maybe for an own goal or something like that. But that's crazy. 71, 72 goal contributions in 2025. Now, Kylian Mbappe could end up beating this because he has one game left in 2025. He scores a hat trick and he ties it. If he scores 4 goals, he beats it. But if he doesn't score 3 goals, if he scores less than 3 goals, Messi ends up being 2025's most goal contributions player in all of football. And again, I know it's MLS, but it's still crazy. So today we're going to be watching a video showing all of Messi's goals, all 34 of his goals. So not all goal contributions, but all 34 of his goals in the season.
Back, the clock is given away. Messi in. Messi the clip. Messi scores. Level in Atlanta. There's a number 10 in pink, lurking.
Bro, so he's like, he's putting players on the ground. He's juking them out. He's chipping them. None of these are going to be tap-ins either. Amazing goals. Just great goals. You know, marking could be better. Marking could be worse. He also has great players that are assisting him. Jordi Alba, Sergio Busquets, Suarez. He's got the ball on the team now. So it helps, obviously. But it doesn't take away from the fact that he's putting up a goal, at least 1 goal per game. Because he had it's 29 and 28 regular season games and 34 in the rest of the games. See, that right there. A lot of people right there will say, oh, that's the quality or the lack of quality for the MLS. And yeah, you might be right in saying that, but it doesn't take away from the fact that he receives it, controls it, and chips over the goalie. Like not everybody will do that. That's the thing. Like, yeah, he got gifted that, but not everybody will make that chance. And that's what people don't realize about Messi. Even at this age, a lot of people won't do what he does. You put them in the same situation. You put Mbappe, you put Erling Haaland in that same situation, and they might not make it. They might not do that. Now, I think they will. They could. Haaland and Mbappe will score different types of goals in the MLS, that's for sure. But I said it in my other video. This 38-year-old Lionel Messi in today's Hansi Flick Barcelona will score a lot of goals and will get Barcelona playing at an even higher level than what they are. Like, you replace Lewandowski, who can't run that much to pressure. Doesn't really run to pressure. He's just like a focal point. You replace him with Messi instead. Put Messi at the 9 and let him be the roaming player. And this Hansi Flick Barcelona will be scoring at least 2 more goals per game. Easily. And then, you know, you'd have to deal with the drama of, you know, subbing him out to put in Ferran so that we could get more guys on the ball, more pressure, stuff like that, because of Hansi Flick ball. But there's no denying that this player right here, this 38-year-old legend, will still get work done in Barcelona. I'm absolutely positive about it.
Works it across now. Messi. Lionel Messi by Sanabria gets the shot away. Goal! Magical Messi in the 84th.
Yeah, see, bad marking from, I think it's number 2, right? Yeah, number 2 moves away. Why would he do that?
Fights off the challenge.
So yeah, you see the lack of marking. You see the lack of quality, but still, it doesn't deny that's a nasty goal.
Lionel Messi, just like that.
A pick by Busquets. Like this, bro. Come on now.
It's just typical Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi. Here come Miami again.
I really wish that Messi was still in Barca. Not just because, you know, that's his home. It's a great team. It's a great team to be on. But I really want to see what this 38-year-old Lionel Messi would be doing in Europe. That's my only wish. I want to see if he would be competing still in numbers with Erling Haaland, with Kylian Mbappe, with Harry Kane. I would want to see that. That would be amazing to watch. And I guess the last opportunity we're going to have to see that is if he decides that he's going to play the 2026 World Cup. That will be our last chance to see, like, yo, can he still put up numbers in an elite world-class level? We'll see. We'll see if he even makes it. Nasty. Nasty little fake. Gets the player off his balance. Look at this. Puts him on his back foot. Peace out. And then between 3 players. Now, nobody puts a foot. That's crazy. Nasty. Under. Amazing. Now, going back to the argument of it's MLS, yada, yada. I know it's MLS, but at the same time, we've had great players in the MLS. And although they've done great things, I don't think any of them have dominated the way Messi has dominated this season or last season or any season. Now, also things to consider is Messi got a last place Inter Miami and is able to sometimes carry them to wins that otherwise they wouldn't have. Nice. That's technically a tap-in, but not really. I remember this goal.
Is it in Miami? Can they press?
That's done. You know, yeah. Some goals are like this, bro. Some things, and you know that's also intimidation. That's something that Messi produces in his rivals, because he knows how to stand in a way to pressure the goalkeeper. Not giving any credit to the goalkeeper. That was a bad mistake. Like, all you got to do is boot it.
Messi. Oh no! Released
Oh no! They saw the space they left him, and oh no! Both of them went. Yeah. Yeah, he got the run, decoy, peace out. Give me that space. Boom. This was for the playoffs, right? Already? This is 3 Nashville games in a row. It's already playoffs.
Made the right substitutions. Bright coming in. He'll help control the midfield.
Did we see all 34 goals in this video? I guess I'll find out in post. I'm not watching another one. That right there. That's such an important move right there. Hold on. I wanna analyze that move really quick. That's such an important move, and it's something that a lot of people don't take into consideration what he does right here. This is basically Messi's game almost his entire career, especially when he was fast, explosive against the best players. You saw him doing it against Real Madrid a lot of times, which is he'll dribble into the space where the defender would be running if the defender wanted to catch up to the player. Basically making it impossible for you to catch up, because at that point, I'm dribbling into the space that you would run into. So either you foul me or I beat you. Look at this. He does it in this play right here. Check it out. He goes. All right, this guy's going to beat him in speed. So what he does, boom, he dribbles right into his way. And then in half a second or half a millisecond, he decides to chip the goalkeeper. That's a quality that he still has. That's still the IQ that he has, the technique that he still has. He might not have the speed, the explosiveness, but he has the technique to help him along the way. And that's something that a lot of players, man, once they hit a certain age, they lose it. You don't have the explosiveness, so you got to hope that you got to tap in. You got to hope that you have space. Messi, with his intelligence of the game, he's able to create the space. Look at that. Those little moves and stuff, and that's something that, yeah, a not so tall player has the advantage of having a better center of gravity, and it helps him. It obviously helps him. I think our next video will be seeing Cristiano Ronaldo's goals, because I'm going to be honest, I haven't seen his goals, and I want to see what he's about at 40 years of age. I think he's 40, 41. So that's another GOAT, man. There's no denying it. These two players marked a history in football that will never be repeated, man. And there is no Messi without Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's not forget it. I know a lot of people will not want to compare them. I think personally Messi is better. A conversation for another time, another video. I don't think these goals are.
Racing ahead, Kramaski with relatively fresh legs. Suarez to work it across. Messi again. Oh my!
Maybe But yeah, I want to see what Ronaldo's doing also. Not to compare the two. You know, they're different players. One day we'll do a video comparing the two, and that would be amazing. Now, I wonder what Inter Miami is going to be without Jordi Alba, without Busquets now. You know, Suarez re-signed for another year. Inter Miami bought Rodrigo de Paul's contract. They got Reguilon, ex-Madrid player, to basically he's the one who's going to replace Busquets.
And his first from the spot in 2025. Messi versus Joe Willis to level the game.
Penalty. This was his first penalty of the season. He was refusing to take penalties, but this was like a super important penalty kick. So he wanted to take it.
From the spot facing Pedro Gallese.
Super important for the 1-1. Yeah. There's no denying, man. There's no denying. Messi is still a quality player. He still has a lot to show. And I'm glad that I think he signed like, 3 more years contract? Till 2028 or 2029 with Inter Miami. That's going to be great to watch, man. We're going to get to see at least 2-3 more years of Messi. And, you know, it's not the same thing. You're not seeing him in Europe. You're not seeing him at the top of his level. But we get to see him still against professional athletes. These guys are professional athletes. They might not be the most technical, the most coordinated, the most intelligent compared to other leagues, but it doesn't take away from the fact that they are still professional athletes. And, you know, they're trained in soccer background. You know, I don't want to insult the MLS like that, because in the end, dude, it's serious. It's a serious league, and it's serious football. And the more chances that Inter Miami gets to show it, we're going to see it, because now comes the CONCACAF Champions League, which pins the MLS and the Mexican League together. And, you know, eventually we're going to have, hopefully at some point, they'll have like invited teams to the Libertadores. That would be super interesting to see. I don't know if it's going to happen, but it should and it can. So let's see. But this is Messi right now, and he's as good as ever, bro. And part of me hopes that he goes to the World Cup, because I want to see him. I want to see him at that level. And another part of me hopes that in some way, shape, or form, we get a 3-month spell, a loan spell for Lionel Messi back in Barcelona. That would be a dream. I really want to see what that team can do with this player. because I believe it. I believe it, especially like those Copa del Rey games against who did we play? Guadalajara. The games really hard to unlock games from teams parking the bus, playing the low block. Like I feel like Messi can resolve a lot of those games. Imagine Messi feeding Rafinha. Imagine Messi feeding Lamine Yamal. Imagine Messi and Pedri breaking down spaces, because I always say it. I feel like Pedri a lot of times plays alone, where Xavi had Iniesta and Busquets and Messi. Pedri doesn't have that many players of his level to associate with. Imagine Pedri with Messi. That would be so great to watch. So, that's something that in my dreams, it's a reality. And as long as he's still playing, it'll always be a possibility for me that is yet to be unlocked. But that was a video. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.